Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 15 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 15-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat basketball.
Inside, left-hand slam! What was that?
Brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, mountains and mines. And by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
As we begin the second half of the Big Sky season, Montana State enters the Pacific Northwest in a battle for first place against the Vikings. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. A pleasure to be with you on this Saturday afternoon as we get set for the Montana State University Bobcats coming in at 13-9. They are 7-2 in Big Sky play, sitting a half game back of the Portland State University Vikings, who enter play tonight at 13-6. They are 7-1 in Big Sky play. They've got their Monday game coming up this week, so they're playing their 3 games in the span of a handful of days on Thursday, Saturday, and Monday to catch up to the Bobcats in terms of games played in the Big Sky. But it's these two teams and the Montana Grizzlies, which are just south of us down in Sacramento, who are all battling for first place as we close out the final day of January before that February fight rolls around, coming up next week when the Bobcats get back home for matchups against Idaho and Eastern Washington. All right, we got a great ball game on tap today. We've got a great pregame show on tap for you today as well. We're going to talk with head coach Matt Logie in just a little bit. We're going to get you caught up on some of the other scores. We'll tell you how the women are doing, and the sneak preview is well at home right now at the Brick against Portland State. And, of course, we'll get you caught up on the rest of the action around the Big Sky. But for now, we're getting set and ready to go for Montana State and Portland State as we break down this Portland State team and see why they're going to be in hot water today, brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. So this is a Portland State team that is top heavy. They got a couple of overtime wins on the road in the first 2 games of the Big Sky season. They rattled off 7 straight wins in conference action. And now they are coming off their first loss of Big Sky play after losing against Montana on Thursday, falling 64-60. It was a ball game in which Montana really didn't play very well. Portland State really didn't play very well. Montana's defense was very, very good. Montana in that game forced 17 turnovers, and Portland State had a season-low 38% field goal percentage in that ball game. They only hit 3 threes in that contest. So they're coming off one of their worst games of the year. It snapped their best start in school history in the Big Sky at 7-0. They previously had gone 4-0 twice. That was it. And so they had really blown that out of the water. Plus, that loss on Thursday also snapped a stretch of 15 straight wins at home against Big Sky competition, going back to last year when they were undefeated against Big Sky competition at home. So they've been very, very good in this building at Vikings Pavilion, and we'll see if Montana State can upend them and get them 2 straight losses at home, which really is kind of unprecedented for this Portland State squad over the last couple of years. Now, if this is a Portland State squad that's going to be in hot water today, part of it's going to be their attrition, their conditioning. They are very top-heavy. They've got some guys they've got some hopes and prayers on coming off the bench, but it's really their big 3 that has carried them, and they are playing a ton of minutes. Their big man at 6'10", the senior center, Trayvon Minot, played 39 minutes and 59 seconds in the loss against Montana. So he sat for 1 second on Thursday. Their point guard, Jalen Henderson, is leading the Big Sky at 37 minutes per game. At one point, Jalen Henderson went 8 straight games without being subbed out. And then they've got their closer in Terry Miller Jr. out of Fresno, California, who has been dynamic in the second half of games. So we'll see, can this big 3 continue to carry them as we get ready for this matchup between Matt Logie in his 3rd year here at Montana State and Jace Coburn in his 5th year at Portland State. So we're getting ready to go for the Bobcats and the Vikings. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you your Kendall Ford keys to the game, and then later we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie and get into the matchup between the Bobcats and the Vikings. All right, we're taking a break. It's Montana State and Portland State today battling for first place. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
We are back at Vikings Pavilion, getting ready to go for Montana State and Portland State. This Viking squad coming in at 7-1. They're in first place in the Big Sky, just a half game ahead of Montana State and Montana, which are both 7-2 right now. So a massive tectonically shifting game today between Montana State and Portland State, with the Grizzlies already winning in this building on Thursday night in front of what was the biggest crowd of the year for Portland State. We're hearing they may have even a slightly bigger crowd today on what is absolutely a gorgeous Saturday afternoon in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, the sun is shining. It is kind of cool but warm in the mid-40s to mid-50s. I mean, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous day here around Portland. And we're getting ready to go for what's going to be a gorgeous matchup between Montana State and Portland State. All right, let's get to our Kendall Ford keys to the game now as we get ready to go for our tip-off coming up at the top of the hour. So one of the first things for Montana State is getting back to some of that great ball control. They've really been one of the best in the Big Sky in terms of their ball control this year, not turning it over and forcing turnovers as well. So they kind of struggled with that a little bit at Sacramento State. That was one of their Achilles heels in that 3-point loss against the Hornets. Montana State had 13 turnovers, 3 or 4 more than they usually average. But the toughest part about that was those 13 turnovers turned into multiple points, 17 points for Sacramento State, and it also helped fuel the 24 fast break points that Sacramento State scored. So Montana State, A, can't turn the ball over as much as they did on Thursday, and B, when they do, it can't be those live ball fast break turnovers that lead to easy buckets. So important things here for Montana State to try to clean a little bit of that up. The other part, got to knock down a few more free throws. Montana State went 68% from the free throw line, an area of improvement and a little bit of room to continue to get better in that regard, because they've really been very, very good at the free throw line throughout the year. Montana State knocking down 79% of their free throw attempts during Big Sky play, one of the better numbers in the conference, and they're hitting 15 free throws per game. So an area there where Montana State can kind of get back to what we've seen from them And then how does Chris Hodges continue to play? We're going to talk about that with Coach Logie. Obviously, Hodges is an incredibly talented player, and certainly some room for more production from the Wisconsin transfer. They're going to need it today going against one of the best big men in the league, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year in the Big Sky, Trayvon Minot, who is an absolute force of a human in the low post for this Viking squad. So those are some of the keys that we are looking for in this matchup today as we get ready for Montana State and Portland State, these two teams splitting the season series each of the last 2 years. And, of course, 2 years ago, Montana State suffering, frankly, one of the more painful losses in this series here in Portland when they gave up a pretty healthy late lead against the Vikings. So we're getting ready to go for Montana State and Portland State today. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get you some of the other scores from around the Big Sky and tell you how the women are doing back at home. And then we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie and break down the X's and the O's between the Bobcats and the Vikings as first place in the Big Sky is on the line on the final day of January. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healty perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country.
Getting ready to go for Montana State and Portland State today. It's the Bobcats and the Vikings as Montana State looks to pull into first place today with a victory, but it will not be easy as they get ready to go against the Vikings tonight. All right, let's take a look now at some of the out-of-town scores presented by First Interstate Bank. We've got 2 games in the Big Sky rolling right now. Weber State leading Idaho State 72-69 with about 4 minutes to go in the second half. Idaho State led for a lot of that game. They were up by 5 at the half. But Weber State with a big second half offensively has taken now a 3-point lead at 72-69 as they get under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Meanwhile, Northern Colorado is at home hosting Eastern Washington. That game's got 18 seconds left in the first half, so coming up on the end of the first half, and it is tied between Eastern and Northern Colorado, 30 points apiece right now. Coming up later today at 6 o'clock Montana time, Idaho is at Northern Arizona, and Montana is at Sacramento State. That game tips off at 8 o'clock Montana time. Looking back at some of the scores from Thursday, just to keep you up to date, Northern Arizona had beaten Eastern 92-86. Northern Colorado had beaten Idaho 91-83. And Montana beat this Portland State squad 64-60. Taking a look at the women's score right now, it is a little graphic. They are through one half of play back in Bozeman, and Coach Binford has her squad up 52-15 at the end of the first half. They gave up just 5 field goal makes all throughout that first half. Portland State got outscored in the first quarter 31-1. Montana State, through 6 quarters at home this weekend, have allowed fewer than 10 points per quarter because of their defense. That is some crazy impressive stuff right now from Coach Binford, who talked on Cat Chat this week just about trying to play a little better half-court defense and just try to do a little better job in the defense that is outside of that swarming backcourt defense and forcing all those turnovers. But, man, what an impressive showing by Montana State women's basketball right now with 20 more minutes to play. Quick check on some of the national scores right now with the number of ranked games in the books throughout the day today. Number 1, Arizona stays undefeated. They beat Arizona State 87-74. UCF beats Texas Tech 88-80. UCF was unranked. Texas Tech was number 11 in the nation, and Duke goes to 20-1. They beat Virginia Tech 72-58. Duke number 4 in the nation right now. Coming up a little bit later today, number 9 Gonzaga hosts St. Mary's. That'll be a good one. Gonzaga is 9-0 in the WCC. St. Mary's is 8-1. And then number 14 Kansas hosting number 13 BYU. Kansas leading that game 17-12 midway through the first half over there. And then one mid-major team to keep an eye out on this season is Miami of Ohio. They are 21-0. They have not lost all year. 21 wins, no losses. Miami of Ohio is now number 24 in the nation. They lead Northern Illinois at home 40-38. So that's what's going on around the nation right now as we get ready to go here in Portland between Montana State and Portland State. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have a chance to sit down with head coach Matt Logie and break down this matchup between the Bobcats and the Vikings. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Welcome to the Bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Contact Bozeman State Farm agent Dan Rust today.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
We're back on the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Portland State today out in the Pacific Northwest. Keaton Gillogly alongside head coach Matt Logie. All right, Coach, coming off that last game, that was another emotional dogfight again against Sacramento. When the team's coming off a loss like that, so close, so tight going into a big game, just what have you enjoyed about watching your team bounce back after some losses and get themselves ready for a matchup like today?
Well, this has been a really resilient group. They're a group that's really connected to one another. They take accountability for things, and obviously disappointed with the result. We did not play good enough defense in the first half in some areas that we have good habits in traditionally. But our fight was good. We shared the basketball really well. They made some tough shots, and you just got to bounce back. It's a quick turnaround. At the end of the day, we have an opportunity to play for first place today. I reminded the guys, 6 weeks ago on this day, we were in the Oregon State locker room dealing with a bunch of new injuries, and our record was 4-7, and we kind of reset the meter with 20 games and 10 at home and 10 on the road, and we're 9-2 since that point. So these kids have really earned the opportunity that we have tonight, and I thought their response yesterday in shoot around and preparation was top notch. It was spirited, it was joyful, and they're excited for the opportunity.
This is going to be a matchup where we're going to see some big-time size for Portland State. For Chris Hodges, as he continues to improve, where do you want to see him continue to work and get better to continue to elevate his game?
Well, I'd just like to see Chris continue to play, hard and sound on the defensive end. He's done a really good job on that side of the floor for us, and just be more confident. He's showing glimpses of what he's capable of, and obviously, we need offensive balance, and so I want him to play with confidence. I want him to play with joy. I want him to play free and not afraid to make mistakes, because when he does that, he's been pretty effective.
All right, let's get into this matchup with Portland State. They've got their big three back from last year, starting at the point guard position, Jalen Henderson. What's he doing to orchestrate this offense for the Vikings?
Well, Jalen is just an elite athlete. An Olympic level of speed and athleticism. Puts a lot of pressure on you in transition, and when he gets to his right hand, he's a very, very athletic finisher at the rim. So we've got to do a good job of shrinking the floor. We've got to send him away from his strengths and make him more of a playmaker than a finisher.
In the front court, Trayvon Minot got his 6th year this year. He's such a big physical beast. What's he doing, and what's his skill set?
He's just a humongous human being. You can't really get around it. If he had been in the NBA draft last year, he would have had the tallest standing reach in the entire combine. So he's just a massive rim protector and offensive rebounding threat. We've got to do a good job of being physical with him early and then trying to spread him out on offense and make him cover a lot of space, a lot of ground, get him away from the basket as much as possible.
And finally, to round out this big three, Terry Miller. He's been their closer in games, reigning Big Sky Player of the Week. What do you guys have to do to slow him down and be successful against Miller today?
Yeah, to me, Miller's kind of the key to the deal because he makes good decisions. He can get assists, but he's obviously a very talented scorer at all three levels. And so, the key thing for us is, again, shrinking the floor, making them uncomfortable, and being aggressive when he has the ball in crowds.
All right, it's going to be a big-time matchup with first place on the line between Montana State and Portland State. Coach, appreciate the time and the insight tonight.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we're ready to go with the starting lineups and tip-off between the Bobcats and the Vikings. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. This is Bobcat Basketball.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Echoing
to the cup, one-hand slam
from the brick.
And the brick is back to life.
And all throughout the great state of Montana.
Put it on the highlight reel.
It's time for Bobcat.
There's the juice.
Basketball.
Floats it up and in, and he beats the buzzer. To the cup, the racket-tech. Deep three, bang. Oh, baby. He backpedals, shaking his head, saying, you can't cover me. Rises and rattles the rim. Rattles the rim. A two-hand slam.
The best is yet to come.
Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
First place is on the line in Portland today. It's Montana State and Portland State ready to square off in the Rose City. My name is Keaton Gillogly. Pleasure to be with you today as we get ready to go for our tip-off coming up here in just a few moments. Portland State is lined up to our right, Montana State lined up to our left, and we're about ready to go. But first, we have our national anthem. So everybody is currently rising here at Vikings Pavilion, and we've got our Star-Spangled Banner coming up as we get ready for the Cats and the Grizzlies.
What's so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose rush strikes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts
Star Spangled Banner wrapped up, and we are ready for Bobcat basketball here in Portland. It's Montana State and Portland State. All right, before we get to our starting lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. My name is Keaton Gillogly. Pleasure to be with you as we get ready for the Bobcats and the Vikings today from Vikings Pavilion. It's going to be a good one as we get ready to go for these two squads. All right, let's take a look now at the starting lineups for Montana State and get ourselves ready to go between these two squads. It does look like there is an error in the Bobcats starting lineup according to the stat monitor and the roster here, but that's okay. We got this worked out. So for Montana State starting today, it is Chris Hodges, Christian King, Jed Miller, Jeremiah Davis, and Pat McMahon as the starting five, and that's what we'll see for Montana State. They've got Davian Brown listed on that stat monitor, but we know that is not right. So, again, it is Pat McMahon, Jeremiah Davis, Jed Miller, Christian King, and Chris Hodges as the starting five for head coach Matt Logie. On the other side for Portland State, their usual starting lineup, Keon Kenzie Jr., the transfer from San Diego, has been very good this year, averaging 11 points per game. Jalen Henderson is their point guard. You heard Coach Logie a bit ago call him an Olympic-level athlete. Alex Dupree starting today, his 19th start of the year, 4 points and 2 rebounds per game. Terry Miller Jr., the reigning Big Sky Player of the Week, averaging 19.4 points per game. That is number one in the Big Sky. And the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Trayvon Minot, starting at the center position. So those are the starting five for head coach Jace Coburn in his fifth year. He comes in at 75 wins, 70 losses in his 5 years. He's been here since 2013, initially as an assistant. He was on staff with Coach Zach Payne, one of the assistants for Montana State, and now he's been the head guy for the last 5 years, and he feels like right now this is kind of a potential tipping point for him and this program. They're trying to incorporate more tradition, trying to incorporate more of the alumni. They have just had their longest winning streak in 18 seasons, snapped on Thursday in the loss against Montana. And we'll see what we get now with two of the top teams in the Big Sky. It is very clearly Montana State, Montana, and Portland State as the three best teams in the league. There's some other very good teams. Weber State is very good. Eastern Washington's been winning some tough games. Northern Colorado is still very talented. But it is Montana State, Montana, and Portland State that right now are leading the battle for the regular season title. No other team outside of these three are over 500. Idaho and Weber State came in at 4-4 into play today. So these are the three teams all duking it out. This is one of the bigger weekends in Portland State basketball in recent memory. Their last Big Sky title came in the 07-08 year, one of the two Big Sky regular season titles they have earned. Their last NCAA tournament appearance was 2009. All right, we're ready to go. Between Montana State and Portland State, this is going to be a defining game of the season, regardless of how it plays out. And this is one of those games where you'll look back at the end of the regular season and know who the regular season champ was, and this will be one of those games that helps decide who earns that hard-fought, one of the truest titles in really college sports. When you've got a true round-robin like we have in Big Sky basketball, you know for sure who the best team is. And right now we get the first of these two meetings between Montana State and Portland State. Trayvon Minot and Chris Hodges, a couple of guys who came down from the SEC and the Big Ten to play here in the Big Sky, are at center court. Portland State in the home white with emerald green font, and the Bobcats in the navy blues outlined in gold. We are ready to rock between the Cats and the Vikings. Big tie matchup tonight. The ball is ready to go, tossed in the air. The tip is jostled. It is knocked toward the baseline and recovered by the hustling Jalen Henderson. We are underway as the Vikings go from right to left in front of what is a pretty solid crowd here at Vikings Pavilion. Oh, quiet to start, but I assure you, you will hear them in a moment. Dupree hands it off out of the right wing to Henderson, who takes it up to the top of the key, turns around a screen, pulls up at the elbow, and his jumper is good. Jalen Henderson with his first 2 points, scoring 17 a game. Scored only 13 against Montana on Thursday. Really didn't play very well. One of his lower games of the year. Montana State now with their first possession, down 2-0. Bounce over to the right wing for Hodges, working against Minot, trying to post up, kicks it back out to the top. Here's Davis to the free throw line. His jumper is good. Davis and Henderson trading shots. Jeremiah Davis with his first 2 points. We're tied. With 19 minutes to go, first half. Henderson turns out to the right wing, gets the elbow, kick out Dupree. Left wing three is up. That's no good off the glass. Pat McMahon skies for the rebound. He was very good on the glass on Thursday in Sacramento. McMahon in the right corner, works down into the mid-post, right side, gets himself into the paint, spins left shoulder, banks it off the glass, no. A little bit of contact, no whistle. That'll be one of those plays that kind of gives you an indication of how the officials are going to call this thing. Terry Miller turns into the lane. He lost it, stripped out of bounds, and it's going to the Bobcats. Miller had 8 turnovers on Thursday in the loss against Montana. And the Bobcats did a nice job crashing down on Terry Miller that time. We're into the first 90 seconds of this ball game. We're tied at 2. MSU with the ball to our right in the road, Navies. Christian King turns down to the left baseline, pulls up from 16 out. That jumper's just a little bit short, knocked out of bounds. And it will be Portland State basketball. Are you on the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. We got a whistle away from the ball, and there is a foul on Christian King. His first. So Logie gets an explanation, nods his head yes. And Portland State goes to work offensively into the left corner. Working down to the left baseline. Kenzie throws to the left elbow for Miller. Turns to the right shoulder. Double team help comes in. Strip free. Jeremiah Davis got it. 2-on-1 in transition. Davis going to the rack. Goes up with the right hand. Banks it. No. But he draws the foul. Jeremiah Davis helping to team up with Chris Hodges on the defense, forcing the turnover. And then Davis pushing the tempo and finding a way to get himself to the line. Foul goes on Dupree, the true freshman from L.A. Jeremiah Davis, also from L.A., lining it up at the line. First free throw is good. We would like to see slight improvement in terms of some of the free throw shooting from the last game. Cats were a little under 70% in what turned out to be a 3-point loss against the Hornets. Davis dials it up again and knocks it down. Jeremiah Davis hits both free throws and has scored all 4 points for MSU. Bobcats up 4-2 over the Vikings. 17:50 to go in the first half. Dupree hands it off on the left wing. Toss up to Minot at the top. Hasn't had much of a touch yet. Give it to Henderson, working on Miller. Goes right around a screen, gets free to the elbow, puts up a runner. That's a little bit short on an alley-oop attempt. Ball is loose, and Portland State comes away with that loose ball. The Bobcats had some hands on it, just could not bring it down. Miller works down along the baseline, skip into the right corner. Henderson, toss out to the left wing. 3 ball is up. No good. Off the back iron, long rebound. Henderson, handoff for Miller. Gets inside, goes up, no. Knocked it out of bounds, staying here with Portland State. Join Champs New Kids Club, presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $50 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. Portland State to inbound from their own baseline. It's lobbed out to the top for Dupree and given back to the point guard, Jalen Henderson, preseason All-Big Sky. Henderson bent over the bounce, works to the elbow, pulls up for the jumper. Front iron, no. Fight for the rebound. We got a foul on the floor going after the board. It's Jeremiah Davis who's hit for the foul as he was fighting against the big man inside, Trayvon Minot, who is 6'10". Another opportunity here for the Vikings after a couple offensive rebounds and a foul. Inbound in, toss out to the right wing. Kenzie trying to get some room on King, gets into the paint, puts up a runner off the glass, no. And the Bobcats have the rebound. Hodges did a nice job boxing out and allowing a clear path for Miller to pick up the loose ball. Miller down to the left baseline. Those back up top. The Cats reset, leading 4-2. 16:45 to go first half. McMahon working out of the right wing, dribbled it off his foot and turned it over. Portland State ready to inbound. They'll go from right to left. In the last game for Portland State, we mentioned it earlier, but they had their largest crowd of the year, 1,462. We're expecting a little bit bigger than that, which gets real loud in this bandbox of arena. Henderson trying to reset. He got cut off the first time he tried to penetrate. Gives it over to Dupree. Looking for Miller, denied by King. Tossed back up to the top. Henderson drives and kicks. Dupree makes an extended catch in the corner. Working on King. Steps back for a long two. That's no good. Rebound tip. The Bobcats come away with it. Good defensive set by MSU. That trip down the floor. We tick toward the 16-minute mark of the first half. Miller turns around his screen. Gets to the left wing. Goes to Jeremiah Davis. He directs traffic. Has the dribble. Goes one-on-one against Miller. Works into the paint. Stops mid-post. Lost it. 10 to shoot. Picks up the dribble. Got stripped from behind by Miller. Recovered. 8 to shoot. Davis gets up to McMahon. Gives it to Miller. 4 to shoot. Miller off a screen. Blocked to the 3. Henderson running in transition on Miller. Gets inside and lays it home in transition. That's what we were talking about in the Sac State game. Turnovers leading to those fast break buckets. And that was one of the Achilles heels in the 3-point loss. Tied at 4 with 15.5 to play in the first. Davis hands it off for King. Works his way to the elbow. Weaves the paint. Pulls up inside the free throw line to the jumper is good. Christian King poured in 23 on Thursday night. Knocking down 8 of his 18 shots. He was really good. And he knocks down his first tonight. Henderson goes right around a screen. Gets the free throw line. His pass knocked free by Miller. Recovered by Terry Miller down to the right baseline. Terry Miller, double team, kicks it out, moved around to Dupree. Toss over to the right wing. Here's Henderson trying to find some space. Toss back up to the top. Terry Miller for 3. Front iron, no. Long rebound. Henderson comes away with it. That was an issue for the Cats in the last meeting here with some of those funny, long offensive rebounds for the Vikings. Terry Miller setting it up again. Goes over to Henderson with 9 to shoot. Henderson turns right around the screen, gets into the lane, goes to the rack, lays it up. We got an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Portland State. Trayvon Minot trying to clear out some space inside, tagged for his first infraction of the night. All right, let's take a break for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 14:35 to go in the first half. Montana State is leading 6-4 over Portland State. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites, proud sponsor of MSU Athletics, the Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. 14 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the first half. MSU leading Portland State up 6-4. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, courtside at Vikings Pavilion. It's really a beautiful arena. Not too much on either baseline. 4 or 5 kind of bleacher rows. Then they've got a nice 360-degree walkway around, and then kind of goes up over the lower bowl, which is about 10 rows deep, goes up. It's only about 20, 25 rows in kind of their semi-upper deck. But beautiful arena, one of the best in the Big Sky for sure, and a place where not too many need to be here in order to make it a really loud place. MSU into the front court with a 2-point advantage. 14:25 to go in the first half. Pass, tipped, it goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay here with MSU. Trayvon Minot came out with a little pressure and got his hand on the rock. Good Bobcat contingent here today as well, particularly behind me over my shoulder. Got a good, decent amount of cats. Really an entire section full of the Bobcat blue and gold. Into Jed Miller setting it up. Throws over to King. He's on the right wing, working on Minot. Double team trap comes. Throws back out to Miller. 8 to shoot. Miller goes left. Throws back to McMahon. We got a whistle and a foul on Portland State. Kelsey Phipps, one of the guards, getting a little too aggressive. Bobcats still running with the starting 5 here. And Miller, King, Davis, Hodges, and McMahon. Into Miller. Hauls it in over his shoulder in the backcourt. Miller has it at the top. Goes left to the wing. Throws over to King on the right side beyond the arc. Christian King takes it to the mid-post. Got it stripped and recovered the loose ball. 7 to shoot. Miller with 6 to shoot. Goes to the left wing 4. Fires into the lane. Hodges makes the catch. Rises and rips the rim with a 2-hand dunk. What an incredible pass by Jed Miller. And boy, you love to see those kind of confident dunks out of Chris Hodges, who's got that in his game. 8-4, MSU leading. Toss is knocked free, and it's out of bounds. Going to Montana State. Jeremiah Davis pressuring the passing lanes, forces another turnover. Portland State now with 4 turnovers in this half. 4 turnovers in 6.5 minutes. All of this after they had 17 turnovers on Thursday night. Bobcats with the ball. Jeremiah Davis gives it to Jed Miller at the top of the key. Throws back to Davis, left wing. Then over to McMahon in the left corner. Works the left baseline. Back it in, posting up. Gets into the paint. Turns, hooks it. Rattles it home. Ho, ho, ho. What a shot by Patrick McMahon. Streaking across the paint with a right-handed hook. That was not easy. Portland State with the ball. Bobcats have opened up a 6-point lead. 13 minutes to go, first half. Henderson turns the corner, gets into the lane, kick out to the right corner, kick back up to the top. Terry Miller Jr. against Pat McMahon. Terry Miller to the elbow, works his way into the paint, puts up a floater, back iron no, might knock the rebound, put back no, rebound loose. Oh, McMahon knocked it out of Davis's hands. Cats had 4 hands there and could not bring it home. That's all right, you'd rather be too aggressive. Henderson, lefty dribble to the elbow on McMahon, lobs into the post. Miller throws it along the baseline, and it got blocked. Chris Hodges knocked it free. Another loose ball picked up by Portland State at the end of the shot clock. A 3 ball is no good from Jalen Henderson, and Pat McMahon wins a hard-fought rebound. Bobcats have had a couple of extended defensive possessions tonight. Christian King works into the lane. Kick out left corner. McMahon for 3. Off the rim, no good. Jed Miller the offensive rebound. Miller resets for MSU as we hit the 12-minute mark of the first half. Bobcats up 10-4. Miller to Hodges. Back to Miller on the handoff. Over on the left wing. Miller rises, fires, misses. Front iron off the 3. Vikings in transition. Kinsey able to lay it in. Keon Kenzie. Another fast break bucket for Portland State, which was a bit of a backbreaker on Thursday for the Cats. 11:40 to go in the first half. Miller probes down into the right corner. Bounce into the post for Hodges. Working against Minot. What a matchup here. Hodges back it in. Turns. Got blocked. Trayvon Minot leading the Big Sky in blocks this year. Picks up his first of the night. Terry Miller takes it into the front court. Hands off for Jalen Henderson. Oh, great defense by McMahon staying in front. Toss around to the right wing for Miller. Miller goes left around a screen. Throws to Henderson. Rises and fires. The 3 ball is no good. And the Bobcats have the rebound. Christian King is there. Bobcats were really crashing the glass well. Stoppage coming to the next whistle. 11 minutes to go in the first half. Bobcats up 10-6. It was a defensive struggle for the Vikings against the Grizzlies on Thursday. Shaping up similarly today. Jeremiah Davis out on the right wing. Bounce pass to Hodges at the perimeter. 7 to shoot. Over to Miller. 6. Miller gets to the top. Throws back to Davis. Dials up a right wing 3. Back iron, no. High rebound corralled by Kenzie in Portland State. Kenzie pushes the tempo, lobs into the post. Miller makes the catch, and a reverse layup is good by Terry Miller. Again, fast break points right now for Portland State. That's their 6th fast break point. 10-8 MSU leading. So 6 of the 8 points scored by Portland State have been out on the break. 10:20 to go in the first half. Miller throws into the post. Hodges makes the catch. Got blocked up top. Kenzie got there. And Portland State comes back the other way. It's a high-flying Viking squad. They've got some incredible athleticism. Henderson takes the handoff at the top. Turns with a lefty dribble into the lane. Gets in deep. Kick out right corner. Kenzie tries a three. Back iron, no. Tip for the rebound. And Davis won it. Good box out that time by Hodges to help the tip get it into the hands of Davis. Now McMahon, a left corner three. Too strong. Rebound loose on the floor. Jeremiah Davis trying to save it deep into the backcourt, and that will be over and back. All right, let's step aside. We got a physical matchup between the Bobcats and the Vikings. This is a black and blue battle. We got a good one shaping up tonight. Let's step aside from First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 9:43 to go in the first half. Montana State leads it 10-8 over Portland State. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built. Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Bryant, whatever it takes. Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time. Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces. And NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience that's second to none. Experienced doctors and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at Vance Thompson Vision. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State is leading over Portland State 10-8. 9:43 to go in the first half. Physical game. Well officiated so far. They're letting enough go to let the guys play and not let the fouls be a story early in this contest. Bobcats, midway through this first half, just made their first substitution. Jaden Stepp and Seth Almenrud are on the floor to join Jed Miller, Pat McMahon, and Christian King. Both these teams are really relying heavily on their top players. As Portland State inbounds the basketball, we've got 3 or 4 of the guys in the league that play the most minutes per game. Henderson trying to turn the corner, gets down to the right baseline, has to bring it back out as Jed Miller cut him off. Bounce down to Terry Miller. He's doubled down to the right baseline, has to shovel pass it out, toss into the baseline now again, down to the right block, turn, a hooking shot is up, that's no good. Bobcats clear the rebound as they got the stop on Keon Kenzie Jr., who was the San Diego transfer and has been playing very, very well for Portland State. Jaden Stepp, the Oregon native, draws the foul, and that's the second on Trayvon Minot, the starting center, who averages 29 minutes a game, but he's been playing more and more as of late. He played all but 1 second on Thursday night against Montana. Bobcats inbound the ball. Miller gets it into Almenrud deep in the right corner, and then it's stripped out of bounds off of Almenrud. The Bobcats turn it over. Second turnover for MSU, 4 for Portland State. Cats right now -6 on the glass. The big difference right now, -8 on the glass. The big difference right now is the offensive rebounding. 8 offensive rebounds for Portland State today. Howie Keene getting ready to check in for Montana State. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Down to Terry Miller. He's into the lane. He's trapped. Throws back out to the top of the key. Long. Hands off for Miller. Throws into the right corner. Here's Phipps working his way into the paint. Forces it up off the glass and in. That's a tough shot by Kelsey Phipps, the third-year sophomore, who has spent his entire career here in Portland. 10-10. We're tied. And now a steal. Kenzie in transition. Tried to dunk it. Got it off the front rim, but it still fell through. Kenzie now with 4 points. This place would have erupted. Instead, it was more of a golf clap, even though it did still go in. MSU now trails after that fast break bucket again. 10 of the 12 points for Portland State on the fast break right now. Jaden Stepp dials up a 3. Airballed it. That's the same as a turnover. Serving all your garage door needs, DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Coach Coburn directing traffic, one of the more animated coaches in the league. Portland State with the ball to our left. We're about to hit the 8-minute mark of the first half with the Vikings leading by 2. Into the free throw line for Kenzie, working in on Stepp, puts it up and in. And we're going to take a media timeout. They stopped the clock there. I think it was delay a game warning on Portland State. Not 100% sure. See if I can get an explanation. All right, let's step aside for the first Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7:55 to go in the first half. Portland State leading Montana State 14-10. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Are you ready to quit smoking, vaping, or using tobacco? QuitNowMontana.com is here to help with free, personalized tools and support anytime you need it. You can connect with trained coaches, get tips that work, and find the motivation to keep going. Thousands of Montanans have quit, and you can too. It's free, it's confidential, and it works. Visit QuitNowMontana.com today and start your journey to a healthier you. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, and Portland State's on a 10-0 run. Big part of this, again, is the fast break offense for the Vikings. Right now, they've got it credited as 8 points, 8 of the 14 for Portland State, but even a couple of those secondary breaks have led to some points as well. So, getting a little trail mix cleaned up off the floor. That's kind of weird. That wasn't me. I was not snacking in the game. And Montana State inbounds the basketball and goes to work. So trying to end a 10-0 run for Portland State right now. Bobcats into the front court. Toss down underneath, down to the left block. Jeremiah Davis, one-on-one. Pump fake goes up and puts it home. That was a high degree of difficulty, but boy, the Cats needed it. And Jeremiah Davis breaks the long scoring drought. That was a 5-minute scoring drought that Jeremiah Davis just broke. Portland State with the ball to our left. It's moving around the perimeter right now. They're playing catch. Henderson working up at the top. Turns right over to the wing. Picked up by Davis. Henderson has to back it out. We got a whistle and an offensive foul away from the ball. Terry Miller Jr. picked up the foul. Boy, what a defensive possession that time for Montana State. I mean, Portland State was just playing catch, and then they draw an offensive foul. I mean, that is impressive stuff as they were trying to look for the post. The Cats just would not give them the room. 7.25 to go in the first half. Portland State leading 14-2. Jed Miller takes it across the timeline. Bounce pass to Jaden Stepp. Handoff for Almenrud. Works out to the left wing. Then to Miller at the top. Miller turns the corner into the right corner. Gets back to Almenrud. He works his way into the paint. Had it stripped by Terry Miller. It's loose on the floor. Almenrud recovers. Now we got a whistle and a jump ball. And the possession arrow will keep it with MSU with 5 seconds to shoot. 6:48 to go in the game. MSU with the ball down 2. 6:48 to go in the first half, rather. My mistake. Jed Miller ready to inbound to the baseline. Miller looking. Gets it into Davis. 4 to shoot. Davis with 3. Back to the basket with 2. Turns around with a 17-footer. Off the iron, no. Rebound won by MSU. Jaden Stepp and Jed Miller teamed up for it. Now Miller for 3. That's no good. And the rebound grabbed by Portland State. Jed Miller still scoreless today. He has started 0 for 3, all from beyond the arc. 14-12. PSU leading. 6:25 to go in the first. Turn to the corner into the lane. Kick out to the left corner. Phipps tosses up to Miller. Terry Miller, that is. 7 to shoot. Terry Miller with the dribble. 6. Working on Almenrud. 5. Throws to the right wing. Then into the corner. 2. Bad angle baseline jumper is good. Bryson Long with a high degree of difficulty on that shot. Only averages 3 a game, but he played a lot on Thursday. He was behind the backboard at the end of the shot clock. Sometimes you got to just tip your cap. MSU with the ball. Down by 4. Almenrud at the top. Goes to Stepp. Handoff for Jed Miller. Back down to Stepp on the right block. Kick out to the left wing. Almenrud into the left corner. Davis works the left baseline. 3 to shoot. Throws out to the right wing. We got a whistle. And I think it was a charge. Terry Miller was down underneath, and he did take the charge on Jeremiah Davis, who just picked up his second foul. That's a big call there. Right call, but tough one. So Jeremiah Davis takes a seat with the 2 fouls now. Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. Kind of a football-type crowd where they get a little quieter when Portland State's on offense, a little louder when the Bobcats are on offense. Toss up to the top. Kenzie lobs into the post for Terry Miller. Turning inside, goes up with a left hand, has a tough finish. That's a tough bucket from Terry Miller working on Jaden Stepp. MSU into the front court. Now Bobcats down by 6. Christian King had his pocket picked. Phipps in transition to the rack. 2-hand dunk. Another fast break bucket for Portland State. It's an 8-point lead for the Vikings. Under 5 to play in the first half. Jed Miller slows it down, take a little air out of the ball. Miller to the left wing. Ooh, man, he just second-guessed an open 3. Gets it to McMahon into the right corner. Back to McMahon on the right wing. Trying to post up. Goes up with the right hand and banks it home. Good patience by Pat McMahon, who was just getting absolutely mauled by Keon Kenzie. Good job by McMahon. Just not worrying about the contact and just going to work. That's just good basketball. Out of the right wing, turning down to the mid-post. Toss back up to the top. Here's Terry Miller. Working on Stepp, one-on-one. Puts it on a yo-yo, gets into the lane. Double team comes. Kick out. Picked off. Jed Miller's with the steal. He runs the other way. Pulls up, transition 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound tipped and won by Portland State. Good shot. Jed Miller's got to stay tough here. He has started 0 for 4 from downtown. He's been so dynamic, so electric over the last 3 games. But a slow start here for Jed Miller beyond the arc. Under 4 to play in the first half. 6-point difference. Portland State leading. Into the right corner. Catch and shoot 3. Phipps knocks it home. Kelsey Phipps, 44% from downtown this year. Hits a big 3 to make it a 9-point advantage for the Vikings. Miller bounce over to the right wing Gets it back. Works his way underneath. Goes up and lays it home. And there you go. Jed Miller gets the lid off the bucket for himself. Needed that, and it was his first 2-point field goal attempt. Now we got a whistle. I don't know if that was a timeout. Did they call a timeout? Yeah, it is. Timeout Portland State, which means we're going to take a break as well from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first half. Portland State with a little run here, and they lead 23-16 over MSU. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Real milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. Got a good one shaping up here today. Montana State is trailing against Portland State 23-16. 3 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first half. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, just next to the Bobcat bench to our left, and just in front of the Bobcat contingent, which has taken up about 2.5 sections here. And Montana State needs some defensive stops. Portland State, after registering their lowest shooting percentage of the year, has come out hot today. They've hit each of their last 7 shots. All right, it's Jed Miller, Pat McMahon, Christian King, Seth Almenrud, and Chris Hodges on the floor for Montana State. Henderson calling out for a screen, goes right around it, crosses back to the free throw line, kicks it out for Phipps, and backs it out again. Phipps calling for help. 8 to shoot, left around a screen, into the lane, kick out to the right corner, working the baseline now, in deep, needs an outlet. McMahon swarming, we got a whistle and a travel. Cavs force the turnover on Bryson Long, the senior, who transferred in from Arizona State. All right, MSU with the ball. So they get a stop. It wasn't a missed field goal, but they get a stop. And now the Cats into the front court looking for some offensive consistency here. It's been a little gummy. Miller pulls up for about 10 feet out. That runner short. Got his own rebound. Back up. No. Ooh, got shoved in the back there. No call. That was kind of the reason he missed it. And Portland State has the rebound. Bobcats about 30% from the field. Henderson guarded by McMahon. Now throws it away. Jed Miller with the steal. 2-on-1. Miller, transition left wing 3. That's good. Jed Miller getting loose. That's his first 3 of the day. That felt like he's just, I want to get myself right. And boy, did he on that Wendy's 3 ball. Cats back within 4 after that 9-point lead. Now a tough layup. That's no good. Fight for the loose ball. It's saved across the baseline, and Portland State gets another offensive rebound. They got 9 of those in the first half with 2 minutes to go. 23-19. Portland State leading with the ball. Well, they've had a lot of second chances today. Henderson to the right. 6 to shoot. Henderson with 5. Pulls up for 3. No good. Long rebound, and Hodges has it for MSU with 95 seconds to go in the first half. Miller crosses to the left wing, turns down to the mid post, throws back out to Almenrud, open for three. Oh, in and out. Rebound won by Chris Hodges. The Bobcats get to reset. Christian King dials it up from deep. Front iron, no. Almenrud the rebound in traffic, trying to get rid of it, and does to Jed Miller. Bobcats get a third crack at the rack. Miller slowing it down now. Crosses over, pulls up, steps inside, puts up the runner. Oh, too strong. Man, he did everything but finish. And here comes Portland State. Jed Miller's having a bit of a tough shooting night. Right corner three, no good. Christian King with the rebound for the Bobcats, and they'll slow it down, trailing by 4. 50 seconds to go in the first half. Timeout, MSU. Jed Miller gets called over by Xavier Bishop. Miller's had such great mentors in his 4 years here at MSU. Of course, Coach Bishop, former point guard, Big Sky champ in his own right, one of them. And a little coaching up there. Jed Miller just, man, he's had some good looks. He's 2 of 9 from the field and has just missed a couple of good shots. But he'll be all right as the Bobcats trail 23-19 with 53 seconds to go in the first half. On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country, download the free Varsity app available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Ten fast break points for Portland State in this first half. That has hurt a bit. Portland State, though, despite 9 offensive rebounds, 0 second chance points. That's a wild number. All right, Bobcats will inbound in their own offensive zone, trailing by 4, trying to make it a one-possession game in the final minute of the first half. Portland State shifting who's going to guard the inbounds pass as Seth Almenrud gets ready to go on the right sideline. Almenrud gets it into Miller near the half-court line, and they start the shot clock. Miller goes left around a screen. Goes back to the right for McMahon with the lefty dribble into the lane. Goes into traffic, banks it, no. Fight for the rebound, and Portland State comes out with it. Boy, that thing just didn't roll in. Cats have had that ball rolling all over the rim and fallen off. They just a little to the left. Portland State with the ball. Henderson holding with the ball in his left pocket. About a 10-second differential between the shot and game clock, maybe 9. To the free throw line. It's knocked free and stolen. Almenrud with the steal. Cats in transition. Almenrud goes inside against Terry Miller. Banks it home. Great finish by Seth Almenrud to make it a 2-point game. 7 seconds left in the half. Henderson with 5 at the top. 4 and a foul. Jed Miller trying to reach around and knock it away. And Miller picks up his first foul. Only the 4th team foul on Montana State. So they'll have to inbound with 4 seconds left. Really not a bad foul there. Coach Logie right in the ear of the officials, now kind of blocking where they're going to inbound this ball. So he wants to back away, and he does. Phipps with, again, 4 seconds left in the half. Gets it into Terry Miller. 3, 2, contested 3, jacked it up, no good. And the first half comes to a close. Coach Logie having a more cordial conversation now with one of the officials. And we will go to a timeout as we've reached halftime. Cats finish that first half on a 7-0 run. And they trail by 2 at the break. Boy, that was a big push at the end of the first half. All right, we got a defensive battle between the Bobcats and the Vikings right now. Let's step aside. We'll get you some of the stats and numbers. The women have gone final. We'll tell you about that game in a little bit as well. But first, a timeout. Montana State trailing 23-21 against Portland State at halftime. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our value and that we are here to stay. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. We strive to be there for our members through all of life's journeys, from having a baby to starting a business to even in later ages when looking for Medicare options. We're there at every moment to support our members in sickness and in health. We're there no matter what. It's beautiful.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Boy, what a first half between the Bobcats and the Vikings, with first place on the line between these two teams. They've got a kind of a shooting contest going right now on the floor, which is why you hear the applause. But at the end of the first half, Montana State is trailing 23-21. Taking a look at some of the numbers from this first half. The Bobcats were led by Jeremiah Davis, who had 6 points despite 2 fouls. So he only played about 13 minutes in that first half. 5 points from Jed Miller with 4 rebounds as well, but he went 2 for 9 from the field and 1 for 5 from 3. Pat McMahon, 4 points, 3 rebounds on 2 of 6 shooting. Hodges with 2 points, 2 rebounds. King with 2 points, 3 rebounds. And Seth Almenrud with 2 points and 1 rebound. So that's the scoring for Montana State. For Portland State, Kenzie had 6 points. Kelsey Phipps had 7. 4 points for Jalen Henderson, along with 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 turnovers. Terry Miller, who had 8 turnovers in the last game, also had 4 turnovers in the first half here. 4 points, 2 rebounds for Terry Miller, who went 2 of 6. The Cats did a pretty solid job on him. 32% from the field for MSU, 1 for 11 from the three-point line. They're not going to do that again. They are a much better three-point shooting team than that. And really, they're doing a nice job of picking their three-point shots. I mean, they're going to be all right in that. And, they had just a couple of misses and a couple of shots that seemed to just swirl off. And Montana State absolutely has got a chance to knock some of those shots down a little bit better here in just a little bit when we get to the second half. Not a lot of fouls called. Only 2 total free throws in that first half. Cats went 2 for 2 from the free throw line. That was it. So this was a physical game. Both teams defending without fouling, and seemed like it was a pretty well officiated game. I mean, there weren't too many egregious non-calls, and for the most part, it was called really very evenly. So that really allows the players to be the star of the show, and that's exactly what we got in that first half. 36% from the field for Portland State. They went 1 of 10 from the three-point line, and again, no free throws. A couple of the numbers to look out for. 10 fast break points for Portland State. They even had seemingly more than that in terms of just kind of that secondary break. 9 offensive rebounds, but 0 second chance points for Portland State, and the Bobcats were -9 on the glass. So those are some of the numbers from the first half. All right, we'll take a break. More to come at halftime. Bobcats trailing at the half, down 23-21 against Portland State. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
If you want variety, great prices, and sales, stop by your local Town Pump. Coors and Miller 18-pack cans and bottles, $18.99. Pump It Up members save an additional $2, only $16.99. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up, oh yeah.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Keaton Gillogly with you back in Portland as Montana State is trailing 23-21 against Portland State in a defensive battle tonight for first place in the Big Sky. All right, let's take a look at some of the out-of-town scores presented by First Interstate Bank. The women winning today convincingly. Boy, they beat Portland State today 91-43. So two absolute blowouts at home for Coach Binford and crew before they head back on the road next week against Idaho and Eastern Washington. But just a massive performance as Taylor Chirick threw up 31 points with 12 rebounds and 2 assists. Montana State had more points off turnovers than Portland State had in the game. Montana State had 47 points off turnovers, and Portland State only scored 43 points in the 91-43 victory. So heck of a ball game there for Coach Binford and crew. Taking a look on some of the men's scores around the Big Sky. Weber State beats Idaho State today 81-79 to get above 500 at 5-4. They're just the fourth Big Sky team to be above 500 now. Northern Colorado in a tight one at home. They're up 70-69 with 10 seconds left in that ball game against Eastern Washington. So UNC leading 70-69 at the end of the game right now against Eastern. Coming up at 6 o'clock Montana time, Idaho is at Northern Arizona, and at 8 o'clock Montana is at Sacramento State. Montana sitting at 7-2 after their win here in this building on Thursday night. The Bobcats trying to hand the Vikings their second straight home loss after they were undefeated at home in the Big Sky last year, and trying to hand them 2 straight Big Sky home losses. But we got a lot of basketball left to be played today. All right, we got another timeout before we get to our second half, about 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
When the deals drop at Kohl's, you feel it. You see up to 50% off end-of-season must-haves, plus up to 85% off clearance favorites. And suddenly, your whole world narrows to one thought. Must shop now. Your to-do list gone. Your dinner plans forgotten. It's just you and your cart gliding through the store. Yeah, Kohl's deals will do that to a person. Save in-store and online now. Select styles. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
We're back live in Portland. Montana State right now is trailing 23-21 at halftime as we get ready to go for the second half, which is just around the corner, fewer than 3 minutes before we tip off and roll it out for the final 20. All right, before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. I'm Keaton Gillogly, happy to be with you today in a battle for first place. Montana State right now is trailing 23-21 at the half. All right, we'll take one more break. When we come back, we're ready to go for the second half. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
We are ready to go for the second half of action between Montana State and Portland State. The battle for first place. It's Portland State leading 23-21. Of course, it's really kind of a three-way battle for first place right now with this Viking squad at 7-1 in the Big Sky, and Montana State and Montana tied at 7-2. Town Pump, the exclusive Brawl the Wild, invites you to visit a Town Pump store on your way home for gas and snacks. Safe travels from Town Pump. All right, we're ready to go. Portland State and Montana State in a hard-fought battle tonight. And Portland State will start the second half with the basketball. They'll go from left to right in the home whites. These two teams splitting the regular season matchups a year ago. Henderson hands it out on the left wing. The point guard, transfer from Louisiana Tech. Lobs into the post, tipped, loose, and stolen. Montana State with a theft to start the second half. Into the right corner for Jeremiah Davis, who was limited with foul trouble in the first half. Gets down underneath, turns, hooks, and it rims home. Jeremiah Davis got it to finish. 8 points now for JD. Portland staying with the ball to our right. Terry Miller turns over to the left wing. He hands it off for Kenzie. Goes over to the right wing, Dupree. Dribbles to the top of the key. This game is tied after that Davis bucket. Dupree toss into the right corner. Henderson now turning into the lane. Kick out left wing. 3 balls up. Good. Keon Kenzie knocking it down from the top. MSU in the front court now. 26-23. MSU trailing. Hodges works along the perimeter. Hands off for King. Turns into the lane. Goes hard to the rack with a floater. Back iron, no. Fight for the rebound. Hodges won it. What an effort by Hodges. MSU resets. Jed Miller with the ball in his hands. Goes over to Hodges at the top of the key. Hand off for Miller. Goes back to King. Works down along the left baseline. Jump pass out to the right wing. Davis styles up a 3. Book it. Oh, baby, what a big shot. Jeremiah Davis is able to knock down that 3 ball. A big Wendy's 3. Only the second of the game for Montana State, and it ties it again at 26. Portland State with the ball to our right. Kenzie throws it to the point guard, Henderson. Spent some JUCO time in Kansas. Played at Louisiana Tech with Terry Miller before transferring over here to Portland. Terry Miller against Jeremiah Davis. Trying to post up. Slings it away to the free throw line. Henderson kick out Kenzie. Takes a high arcing contested 3, and it's good. The prayer was answered. That was a good closeout by Miller at the end of the shot clock, and Kinsey put it through the rafters and in. 29-26, Portland State knocking down a big shot. PSU leading. 17:44 to go second half. Christian King out of the right wing. Moves left, turns to the free throw line, had his pocket picked. Kenzie in transition, he's going to the rack, and lost it out of bounds. The Bobcats will take it back. All right, balance there. Kenzie hit the big-time 3 and then lost it on what would have been an easy 2. MSU moving from right to left with the basketball. Here's Jeremiah Davis, who throws up to the top of the key. Now Christian King turn to the corner down to the right baseline. Toss back up to the top. Pat McMahon at the free throw line. We got a whistle as he knocks down the shot. That's a foul and 1. Pat McMahon, a physical jump shot. First foul on Kenzie, and Pat McMahon is going to the line. What a big-time bucket there by Pat McMahon. That is physical. Pat McMahon does not care. He doesn't complain. He doesn't talk to the refs. He just goes to work, and if the officials call it, great. If not, so be it. Pat McMahon with 3 points in the second half, 7 total. He just tied the game at 29. Just over 17 minutes to go in the game. Portland State with the ball. Bounce down to the baseline. Kenzie turns and got blocked from behind. Who's going to get hit for that? Is it Miller or Hodges? It is Hodges. So that's Chris Hodges' first foul. From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for the game day at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Keon Kenzie at the line. His first free throw is no good. That was the first free throw attempt of the day for Portland State. Credit to the Bobcats, who have been so good at defending without fouling today. Next free throw is good. Kenzie splits the pair. MSU trails by 1 with the ball going from right to left. 30-29, Portland State on top. 17 minutes left. King hands it off for McMahon. Goes it up to Miller. Turns left around a screen. Goes back up to the top for McMahon. Dribbles inside. Gets into the lane. Pump fake. Goes up through contact and draws the foul. Got blocked up top. There was that pump fake. No basket, so no goaltending, but Kenzie just picked up his second. And what a great effort here by McMahon, who only scored 3 points and went 0 for 2 from the field in that game on Thursday. And now really trying to assert himself here. Free throw is good. You just love to see that out of Pat McMahon. Trying to assert himself as one of the true leaders on this squad. Has spent his entire 5-year career here. The shot is up and short. Split the pair. Pat McMahon today with 8 points. It's all right. McMahon tied it on that first free throw. It's 30 points each with 16.5 to play in the game. Ball moving around the perimeter for Portland State. Henderson bounced down to Miller on the right baseline. Runs into a double team, puts it up, swirls off, no, put back, no, but a foul. Hodges got up and hit the forearm of Minot. Hodges picks up 2 quick fouls. Trayvon Minot will go back to the line. He was held scoreless in the first half. He averages 11 a game. He's the number 1 rebounder in the Big Sky. And he's also number 1 in field goal percentage in the Big Sky, over 70% this year. He's one of the great players in this league, the South Carolina transfer by way of Montreal. Knocks down that first free throw. Know what's below. Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana, 811.org. 16:22 to go in the game. Trayvon Minot trying to extend a 1-point lead at the stripe. Bends at the knees, puts it up. That's good. First 2 points for Minot come at the stripe. 32-30. Portland State in front. Jed Miller has the dribble out high, picked up by Phipps. Comes left around a screen, gets a little room to the elbow, throws back to Davis at the top. Thought about a 3, working on Terry Miller, gets into the lane, goes to the rack with the left hand, no. Hodges grabs the rebound, and now we got a whistle and a foul on Minot, who was on the floor. Hodges made the catch, came down, landed on one foot, his other foot landed on Minot. It's kind of one of those just bad luck plays for Minot where you're on the ground underneath. The official's kind of saying, look, that's just the way it is. You're on the ground, and if a guy comes down and you're underneath, there's nothing you can do. And Hodges could not avoid him. There's no way Hodges could avoid him. So Minot picks up his 3rd. And frankly, you're lucky that neither guy got hurt there. So right officiating, bad luck for Minot. You got to stay on your feet, and Montana State inbounds. King, open, left corner 3. No good, off the inside of the iron, rebound tip. Pat McMahon won it. McMahon with a physical dribble and comes out of traffic with it. Throws up to Davis at the top. Davis crossing over one-on-one, gets into the lane. Working inside, puts up the jumper, off the glass and in. Jeremiah Davis able to finish despite some contact. They're just swallowing a lot of whistles here and letting these boys play. We're tied again at 32 each. 15.5 to play in the game. One of these two teams going to be more than likely one of the 1 seeds in the Big Sky tournament, as we got a foul on Jeremiah Davis underneath, and we'll take a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. It's one of 3 teams more than likely it's going to be the top seed in the Big Sky and win this regular season. Montana, Montana State, or Portland State. And right now, Montana State and Portland State tied with 15:30 to go in the game. It's 32 points each. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. After this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
Toyota is a proud partner of Bobcat men's basketball. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. This game tied at 32 points each. We've had 8 ties and 2 lead changes. with 15:30 to go in the ball game. Montana State erased a 2-point halftime deficit. It's just been close. It's been physical. The officials have let a lot go. They've been very consistent. They've really allowed the players to be the star tonight. And, boy, this one's been a lot of fun. Jeremiah Davis leading the way with 13 points for MSU tonight. Meanwhile, for Portland State, it is Keaton Gillogly, who didn't play too well the last two games, that's leading the way for Portland State. He's got 13. Jalen Henderson is at the line. His first free throw is good. Henderson hasn't done a ton. He averages 17 a game. That's his first point in the second half. He has just 5 tonight. So the Bobcats have done a nice job on Henderson, who is 2 for 7 from the field. Fifth-year senior out of Wichita, Kansas. Next shot is no good. He split the free throws. The Bobcats have the rebound. MSU down by 1 with the ball. Jed Miller's had a quiet shooting night. He was 2 for 9 in the first half. Gets it to Hodges, who's out beyond the perimeter. Handoff for Christian King. Turns left with the dribble. Gets into the lane, and they called the offensive foul. Don't love that. Henderson kind of just jumped on top of him. King picks up his second. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. Also got to credit Henderson there, too. He really timed that up well. As a defender, you're trying to beat the offensive player to the spot they're going to be, establish your feet, and that's when sometimes you can draw that offensive foul, which is very tough in the college game these days with the way it's worded in the rule book. Henderson hands it off for Miller. 15 minutes to go in the game. Terry Miller guarded by Hodges, way out high. Double team helps, and King comes in and just took it away from him. Christian King into the front court. Gets down underneath, skips it along the baseline, and the pass is taken away. Back-to-back turnovers on both sides. Williams rushes the other way and now slows it down to the front court for Portland State. Here's Henderson to the lane. Got his pocket picked. 3 straight turnovers on both sides. And Montana State goes the other way. Pat McMahon ripping down to the right baseline. Goes inside. Banks it. No. And then we got a foul on the floor going after the rebound. And this will be... That'll be number 21. That's Isaiah Williams, one of the seniors and community college transfers. And it's going to get Pat McMahon to the line as well, as that was deemed in the motion of shooting. Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the U.S. for a reason. It's instantly fun, easy to learn, but can take years to master. First free throw is good. Pickler Bozeman's state-of-the-art indoor facility is truly spectacular. 13 courts, full gym, shower facilities with tons of space for private events. Drop in and see what everyone is talking about. Take the cold out of winter and join the fun. Pat McMahon, again, hitting his first free throw. Jaden Stepp getting ready to check into the ball game. An Oregon native. Chris Hodges will take a seat. Hodges today, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. McMahon lined it up again, doing a real good job trying to assert himself. Next free throw is good. So McMahon hits them both. He's got 10. Bobcats back in front, up 34-33 in a seesaw affair with 14:20 to go in the game. Who will have first place at the end of today? It's going to be one of 3 teams. Could be 2 of 3 teams. Miller working down to the mid-post. Pestered by Stepp. Has to dribble out of it. Good defense. Around to the right wing for Henderson. Crosses over. Throws back out to the right corner. Bobbled. 5 to shoot. Long throws into the right corner. 3 contested. Deep 3. Oh, and it's good. Keaton Gillogly. Boy, oh boy, he's been praying to the right basketball gods lately. Those are low percentage shots, and Kenzie's got 3 of those in the second half. 36-34, Portland State, MSU with the ball. Christian King throws to McMahon, working that right baseline. Cut off, now posts up again. Turns, fall away Jay, that's good. Pat McMahon trying to take control. That is a senior who hasn't had the best performance in the last 40 minutes or so, but he knows his team needs him with Jed Miller having a bit of an off shooting night. We're tied again at 36, 13.5 to play. Henderson throws into the middle lane. Kenzie in deep, hooks it up, hooks it home again. Man, oh man. Just so tough to stop Keaton Gillogly right now, the third-year junior who spent his first 2 years at San Diego. MSU down by 2 with the ball, 13 minutes to go in the game. Pat McMahon hands it off to Jed Miller. Back to McMahon. Works down to the left block. Gets in deep. Puts it up through contact and banks it home again. Boy, this is Pat McMahon's game today. He's got some friends and family in the stands, and McMahon's got 14 points. Vikings with it. We're tied. It's 38 each. 12:44 to go. Calm catch happening around the perimeter here for Portland State. They're trying to get personnel organized. 10 to shoot. Kenzie throws to Terry Miller, working on Jaden Stepp. Goes inside, banks it, and good. Tough finish again by Terry Miller. His first bucket of the second half. He's the kind of guy who maybe has a quiet first half like he did today with 4 points, but really turns it on in the second half when it's winning time. We're starting to get close to that winning time now. McMahon lost it, loose, and taken away by Portland State. They're running. Here's Henderson into the lane. Kick out left wing. Here's a three. That's good. Phipps in transition. Portland State landed a couple of haymakers here. 5-point lead for the Vikings. Timeout, Montana State. They're going to slow the momentum here. It's a game of runs, and right now Portland State is the team on the run. But we got a tight one. It'll battle for first place in the Big Sky on the final day of January. For the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 11:57 to go in the game. Portland State leading 43-38. Your list of Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at the MSU bookstore, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. The MSU bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at the MSU bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase goes directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students. Go Cats!
11:57 to go in the ball game. Montana State is trailing 43-38, and the Vikings right now with a little momentum. They're putting together a little bit of a rush, knocking down some high degree of difficulty shots at the moment. And Montana State using a timeout to try to slow it down. Pat McMahon leading the way with 14 points. Jeremiah Davis has 13. Bobcats leaders logging big minutes today. McMahon's played 25. King's played 26. Jed Miller's played all 28. Jed Miller just does not come out of the ball game anymore. The Bobcats getting ready to inbound this basketball. They're cleaning up some debris off the floor just in front of us at the moment. And now we're ready to go. Coach Payne ribbing Kenzie a little bit, who's shaking his head with a smile. Kenzie who's hit some just absolutely circus shots in this second half. Coach Payne saying, you weren't hitting those on Thursday. MSU setting it up, down by 5 with the ball. Pat McMahon playing like a senior tonight. Bounces it off for Hodges, works his way into the lane. Pivoting, wants to get rid of it and does. Here's King, dials up a three. Off the inside of the iron, no good. Boy, Montana State just cannot buy a bucket from deep today. They're 2 of 14 from the three-point line. That's 2. Wendy's 3 balls. Henderson working inside on Almenrud. His pass knocked down by Miller, recovered by Portland State. And now it's tip free again. Almenrud diving down on the floor. We got a whistle and a foul. That was Phipps jumping on top of Almenrud. He did a nice job kind of huddling around that ball. And that'll take us to another timeout. 11:24 to go in the game. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, and Montana State is trailing 43-38. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's best cabinet shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. Advanced Thompson Vision. Our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Visit Advanced Thompson Vision, a proud official LASIK provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at AdvancedThompsonVision.com. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with 11:24 to go in the game. It's 43-38. Portland State on top. Vikings have hit their last 4 shots. They've hit some really difficult shots today. Meanwhile, for the Bobcats, they're 1 of 3 from the three-point line to the second half, 2 of 14 overall. All the three-point shots they've been taking, they've been in rhythm, they've been on time, they've been the shots you're supposed to take. A lot of them just kind of clanked off the inside of the iron. And we'll see if Montana State can get hot late. Down by 5. Almenrud takes it up to the top of the key, throws it over to Jed Miller, turns right, takes it down to the right baseline, skips to the left corner. King pumps the 3, rips the left baseline, throws back out to Almenrud, catch and shoot, 3 ball. No! Miller the board, back up, foul. Oh, they're going to call that on the floor. Miller had his arm down. He caught it with his hand and basically threw it right back up. The officials are talking about it right now, and they are saying it's a shooting. They are saying it's a shooting foul. I mean, look, it landed in his hand. As soon as he got it, he put it right back up. That is just a wily veteran right there. Man, that is a smart play by Jed Miller. You love to see it. You love to see it. They're going back to take a look at the monitor. They lost which number that foul, who it was going to be on, so they're just going to double check and get that right. Meanwhile, Bobcat basketball is brought to you by Kendall Ford of Bozeman, a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. Coaching staffs are having some fun right now. The foul's on Kelsey Phipps, his 3rd. And Jed Miller's going to the line. It's fun right now. Both Coach Logie and Coburn trading jabs. A lot of respect for both these coaching staffs. As Jed Miller hits the first free throw, I do think that was the right call. And Jed Miller now with 6 points. That's his first point in the second half. Yeah, he's done so much to carry the load for this Bobcat team, which has been so banged up, so hurt. Next free throw is good. He's got 7. He's gotten some help today from Jeremiah Davis with 13, Pat McMahon with 14. And now it's closing time. We got 11 minutes to go in a one-possession game. 43-40, Portland State on top. Doesn't matter how you shot for the previous 30 minutes. It's what you do now over the next 10. Handoff out of the right wing. Miller, keeps it rather. Skips it out to the left wing, into the left corner. Working down on that baseline, 9 to shoot. Toss to Terry Miller on the elbow, 7. Miller doubled, tries to Euro step, throws out to the right wing, extra pass the corner, 3 is up. That's no good. And the Bobcats fighting for a loose rebound. Oh, and Portland State comes away with it again off those long rebounds. Terry Miller, topside 3. That's good. Oh, the Bobcats played 30 great seconds of defense, and we've seen that multiple times. The offensive rebounds Portland State is getting are off those long caroms. That was their 11th offensive rebound. Jed Miller needs some help on the right wing. Gets it off to Hodges. Back to Miller in the right corner. Turns along the baseline. His pass knocked. He recovers it. Toss out to Almenrud. Almenrud works into the paint. Hands it off to Hodges. No, lost it out of bounds. Tipped away by Portland State. And the Bobcats will inbound. 9:54 to go in the game. 46-40. Portland State leading. Jeremiah Davis in. Seth Almenrud off. Cats have not hit a field goal in the last 3 minutes. Jed Miller to inbound on the baseline. Executing the play. Lob into Hodges. Back to Miller in the right corner. He rises and fires for 3. That's short. Little contact up top. They swallowed the whistle. And Henderson takes it across the timeline. Henderson turns down to the right baseline. It's rare to see Miller airball like that. Out to the left wing. Here's a 3 from Long. That one's no good. The Bobcats have the rebound. Portland State had started 5 of 6 from downtown in the second half. Jed Miller trying to turn the corner down to the baseline, then brings it back out. Throws to Jeremiah Davis. Works into the paint. Davis rises for the jumper. Swirls off. And the rebound loose. Out of bounds. Staying with Montana State thanks to the Hodges hustle. Man, oh man. This Portland State team is just so darn athletic. The officials checking the shot clock. They're going to keep it at 20. Portland State never had full possession. Miller to put it in. Gets it into Hodges. Makes a contested catch. One dribble. Spinning in the paint. Kicks it out. King tries an open 3. No! Rebound tipped out. Bobcats get another possession. Jeremiah Davis will reset with 9 minutes to go in the game, down 6. Bobcats have really changed things in the second half on the offensive glass. The official's going to stop this for some moisture on the floor underneath the basket. Just a safety issue there. The Bobcats in the second half now have 7 offensive rebounds after they had 5 in the first. Meanwhile, they've held Portland State to just 2 offensive rebounds in the second half. Big thing here, though, when is Montana State going to start knocking down some 3 balls? They're so good at the 3-point line. They're number 1 in the Big Sky in 3-point shooting in conference play, and today, 2 of 17. Despite some really good looks. McMahon gets it into Jed Miller near the half-court line. Crowd continuing to come to life. Miller pivoting on the left wing, hands it off for Pat McMahon. He's been the best scorer in the second half for the Cats. Now double team trap, and they knock it free. Transition turnover. Kenzie to the cup. 2-hand slam. One of the biggest crowds of the year here. You hear them roaring now. MSU down by 8. Bobcats with the ball. Miller open for 3. Got it. Dropped it in at the bottom of the net. And boy, oh boy, do the Bobcats need that. First field goal of the second half for Jed Miller comes with 8:22 to go in the second. From the top, Henderson crosses over on Davis. Throws back out to the right wing. Kenzie gets into the paint. In traffic. Jacks it up. No. And an offensive rebound. We got a whistle. Jump ball. Yep. And it'll go to Montana State. Good job by Pat McMahon getting his hands on the rock. Amsterdam Meat Shop, proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics and the Gallatin Valley. Haven't gotten the official attendance yet today, but it'll certainly be within range of their biggest crowd of the year, which came just on Thursday. MSU has the ball. 8:07 to go in the game. Bobcats down 48-43. This has been another just magnificent game today. Here's Hodges. Throws over to Davis on the right wing. Eyes the rim, now drives down underneath. Bounce pass in traffic to Hodges. Lost it. Loose on the floor. Bodies diving. And Portland State comes away with it. Another turnover by the Bobcats. Williams throws to the top. Here's Kenzie going to the rack. Lays it up, no. And the Bobcats clear the rebound. Good effort by MSU clearing that board. Here's Miller. That 3 ball is short. Hodges tracks down the caromed rebound. into the right corner. Davis dials it up from deep. Yep. Jeremiah Davis with the right corner. Wendy's 3-ball. And the Bobcats back to within 2. Boy, tight game. MSU's largest lead was 6. Portland State's largest lead was 9. 7 1/4 to go in the game. Henderson with it. Up to the top. Kenzie, alley-oop. Miller makes the catch. Oh, and they called the foul. That looked like McMahon had the ball up top. Maybe they're calling it with the body, but not sure. First foul on Pat McMahon. Free throws coming for Terry Miller when we come back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7:09 to go in the game with first place on the line on the final day of January. Portland State 48, Montana State 46. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country. Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Rib and Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Rib and Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. 7:09 to go in the ball game in what is shaping up to be a classic. Portland State leading 48-46. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Portland State is 7-1 in Big Sky play. They play on Monday at home against Idaho State. So they're playing 3 games between Thursday and Monday. That's 3 games in 5 days for a team that logs a lot of minutes with their top-level guys. Montana State similar. They're led today by Jeremiah Davis, who's got 16 points. Pat McMahon has 14. Jed Miller has 10. And Miller's having a tough shooting night, but he's one of the best shooters on this team. He's one of the most resilient guys on the team. And, he's not going to be thinking about the 3-for-12 start as we head into the stretch run in a game that will help determine the regular season champ. First free throw is no good from Terry Miller Jr. Bobcats have given up just 9 points to Miller. Miller sets it up. That free throw is no good. And Montana State grabs the rebound. So 2 missed free throws there for Terry Miller. And the Bobcats will set it up on the offensive side. Chris Hodges hands it off for Jed Miller. He got stripped as he rose for the jumper. Here comes Portland State in transition to the rack. Williams lays it in. Another fast break bucket. First bucket for Williams. 14 fast break points for Portland State. Jeremiah Davis working down to the right baseline. He's trapped and had it taken away. Another turnover. Here's Terry Miller into the front court. Alley-oop. Kenzie makes the catch. Drop pass to Mainat, who rises and dunks it. That won't go down as a fast break bucket, but it might as well be. 13 turnovers by Montana State. Too many. 52-46. Portland State with a little mini run here with 6 1/4 to go in the game. Thrown up to McMahon at the top with the dribble. McMahon one-on-one into the lane. Gets down inside, pulls up for the jumper, and it's good. Pat McMahon won't be denied. He's got 16. Oh, man, this is the performance the Cats have been waiting for over the last 2 weeks out of Pat McMahon. Got a 4-point game. Portland State leading. Into the lane. Henderson throws back to the top. Miller tries a 3. That's good. He can knock those down. He's 40% from deep. 55-48. Portland State extending their lead. 5:40 to go. Who's going to step up and take over offensively for MSU? We've seen it out of Pat McMahon here lately. Jed Miller behind the screen on the left wing. Dials up a deep three. In and out. Rebound Portland State. Terry Miller on the move from left to right. Hands it off to Henderson as they get into the half-court set. Henderson surveys. Terry Miller matched up against Jed Miller in the front court. They try to take advantage of it. Lob down underneath. Miller makes the catch and lays it in. Took advantage of that mismatch. Terry Miller heating up. Bobcats the other way. Jeremiah Davis into the lane. Pulls up for a 12-foot jumper. That's no good. And Portland State has the rebound. Bobcats getting quiet, down 9. Terry Miller hands it off underneath. And Kenzie with a reverse layup. 11-point lead for Portland State with 5 minutes to go. And this run here between about the 7 and 5 minute mark could be the difference of the night. Could be the difference of the season. These two teams will meet on the final weekend of the regular season back at the Brick. Miller down to the baseline, throws back up to the top, into the left corner. King for three. Partially blocked and picked up by Portland State. And the Bobcats just not doing enough offensively here in the second half. Now the Vikings going to slow it down for a moment. Henderson goes right around the screen. Goes back to the top. Terry Miller against Jed Miller. Tries a three. That's short. Rebound to the Bobcats. McMahon trying to push the tempo. McMahon into the lane. That got blocked. Hodges the offensive rebound. And then a foul on Minot. And Minot picks up his fourth, and we'll head to our final break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with first place hanging in the balance. 3:59 to go in the game. Montana State is trailing 59-48. Your list of Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. These two teams are two of the better defensive teams in the league. We're seeing a lot of that tonight. 13 turnovers for Montana State. That's a little higher than they usually average. They're usually closer to about 10 a game. 14 turnovers for Portland State. Big steals numbers today as well. 9 for Montana State, 10 for Portland State. Chris Hodges is going to the line for a 1-and-1. Town Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the exciting Brawl of the Wild, invites you to visit a Town Pump on your way home for gas and snacks. Safe travels from Town Pump. Cats are just 18% from the three-point line. They only have 4 Wendy's 3 balls on 22 attempts. Hodges with the front end of a 1-and-1. It's up. It's good. Need your points at the free throw line tonight. Haven't seen a ton of free throws. That was only the 10th attempt for MSU. Portland State has just 8. Next shot is up. No good. Rebound Portland State. 59-49. Portland State leading by 10. Their 11-point lead they just had was their largest of the day. Henderson's going to milk that clock a little bit, trying to limit the possessions here. Henderson still with the dribble. Now 10 to shoot. Henderson to the free throw line, 9. Down to the right block, puts up a jump shot. That's no good. And a rebound by Knott. We got a whistle and a foul. Knott came over the back, and he just fouled out. And that'll be another 1-and-1 for Montana State. Good job by Miller. He had his spot, and the bigger man came over his back. And Trayvon Knott really taken out of this ball game today. He's one of the best players in the league, and he only played 21 minutes. Now Jed Miller's going to the line to make it a single-digit deficit. Bobcats having one of their quietest offensive nights of the year. And this has been a weekend, and part of the story is the fast break points the Bobcats have given up. Miller hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Jed Miller has been on an incredible tear now over the last 3 games, knocking down 58% from the field, 55% from 3. But tonight regressing a bit back to the mean. Still knocking down his free throws, though. He hits both of them there, and he's 4 for 4 in the second half. 3:30 remaining, 59-51. Portland State in front with the ball. They're going to try to burn this clock down a little bit. Williams trying to hand it off. He does. Barely, though. Got tipped. Henderson has it at the top, goes left to the elbow, brings it back out, picked up by Hodges. Henderson gets a running start with 10 to shoot. He's on the move into the lane, goes to the rack, forces it up. No, Bobcats get another stop. Here comes MSU. They've got numbers if they hurry. Christian King in transition. His pass knocked out of bounds. Man, great effort by Phipps. So Phipps knocked it out. That eliminated the numbers advantage Montana State had. And now the Bobcats will inbound on the left sideline. Christian King with the honors. They initiate the play and get it into Miller. Miller with the dribble, drives and kicks. Jeremiah Davis gives it to McMahon at the top. He's on the move, into the lane, turns, off-balance jump shot, no. And Portland State has the rebound. Bobcats didn't get a very clean look there. They've missed their last 5 shots and have not hit a field goal in the last 3 minutes. Only a couple possessions left with Portland State up by 8. Over to the right wing, Henderson. Letting that clock continue to wind. Now 11 to shoot. Terry Miller against Chris Hodges. Works down the baseline, 8 to shoot. Terry Miller with 5 into the lane. Runner is up. That's no good. Rebound tip, and the Bobcats win it, so they get another stop, but they got to get a bucket. Here's Christian King, open, right wing 3. In and out, and in again. That's what you get for missing good looks early. Christian King gets the bounce, and the Bobcats still in it. Down 5 with 2:05 to go. Got to get another stop. They've held Portland State without a bucket in the last 3 minutes. Over to the right wing. Here's Henderson again, trying to limit the possessions in this game. Henderson throws to the free throw line. Here's Kenzie inside. No good, but a foul. Hodges tagged for it. His 3rd. And now Kenzie can go to the line. And he earns 2 free throws. What a night Keon Kenzie has had. 22 points to lead all scores. He had only scored 7 total points in the last 2 games. He had not hit a 3-point field goal since January 17th as he knocks that down. But today he's 3 for 5, and really all 3 of his 3-point shots have just been kind of circus shots. Which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the upcoming year? Check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Free throw is good. Winners announced in June 2026. The Learfield Directors Cup powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. Cats with the ball down 7. Jed Miller turns down to the right block, picks up the dribble, gets it to Hodges, back to Miller at the top. Backs it out, only 90 seconds left. Miller on the right wing. Skip pass to Davis in the left corner. Works the left baseline with 12 to shoot. Miller inside, puts up a contested shot, no good. Rebound Portland State. 1:20 left. 61-54, Portland State leading. Bobcats not fouling here with 75 seconds left. Cats going to play it straight up. Terry Miller has a standing dribble. 12 seconds to shoot. 65 seconds left of the game. Miller at the top, 8. Miller to the left wing, 5. Hands off, no, keeps it 4, down to the baseline, 3, got blocked from behind, and a foul. On a ball, must have got him on the head on the follow through. Second foul on Pat McMahon. The Bobcats play it straight up and unable to get the stop. Hey, Bobcat fans, your support through the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact. First free throw is good. Huge minutes played by the Bobcat starters today. Seth Almenrud has 15 minutes played. Jaden Stepp has 9, and Howie Keene has 3. Miller going back to the line with another one due. That free throw is good. Timeout, Portland State. 63-54, MSU down by 9. Boy, and it's hard not to think what could have been with Calvin Holden, a great shooter, another ball handler, Davian Brown, another great shooter, another ball handler, and a guy who was so reliable from the three-point line on a night in which Montana State's gone 5 of 23 from deep. And down 63-54 and in danger of an 0-2 weekend. So very much in the hunt. A loss today would send the Cats to 7-3, heading home against Idaho and Eastern Washington. Portland State has Idaho State coming to town on Monday. That's going to be a tough one. Idaho State's very good. They've got some good size that'll match up well with Portland State, and it'll be the third game in 5 days for the Vikings. Bobcats go the length of the floor here with 57 seconds left. MSU has the ball, down by 9. Jed Miller across the timeline. He's done everything he can to carry this team. Rises for a 3, in and out. Pat McMahon had the rebound for a moment and then stripped out. That's been the story of the game. Just these tight, close potential rebounds. The Cats unable to pull away a lot of these. Terry Miller playing it straight up here. Gets the elbow into the lane. Puts up the shot, no. Cats get the stop. They move the other way. 30 seconds left. Jed Miller drops it back for Almenrud. Transition 3, no. King trying to save it and does, but to Portland State. And this thing is over. Crowd rises. Great game. Cats didn't have enough firepower, and it's an 0-2 West Coast trip. The Bobcats will have to regroup coming home. Just so short-handed, and they ran out of gas at the end. Montana State falls 63-54 against Portland State. Vikings bounce back. They go to 8-1, 14-6 overall. Bobcats fall to 13-10, 7-3 in Big Sky play. Heading home, very much in the hunt for a Big Sky title despite the 0-2 weekend. We'll take a break. Final score, Portland State wins it today, 63-54. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Visiting West Yellowstone during the winter is a rare treat. The snow-covered landscape, frozen waterfalls, and frosted trees create a surreal winterscape. You'll enjoy our renowned hospitality, authentic Montana cuisine, and unmatched recreational opportunities. We encourage our guests to recreate responsibly and plan ahead to ensure a memorable trip. Plan your experience at DestinationYellowstone.com or YellowstoneDestination.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, yeah.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, this is Bobcat Postgame.
Keaton Gillogly with you following back-to-back losses now for Montana State in front of a crowd that was 1,795 here for Portland State. That is by 300, almost 400 fans, their largest crowd of the year. It's a good ball game, but the Bobcats just did not have enough firepower. They really tightened the rotation today. Seth Almenrud led the bench mob of 3 players with 16 minutes. Jed Miller played all 40. Christian King played 37. Pat McMahon played 37 today. And Montana State was off shooting the ball from the three-point line tonight. Had a couple of 50-50 rebounds not go their way, and they fall 63-54. All right, we're going to hear from head coach Matt Logie in a bit. First, we're going to take a break. Montana State loses 63-54 against the Vikings. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Congratulations to Montana State Bobcats football FCS champions. And now it's time for your championship moment. Never before seen in Bozeman, it's the game time proposal event at Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers. Get the ring she'll say yes to and get a 75-inch Samsung TV with your purchase. Plus, you also get the anything promise. If anything happens to your ring, we've got it covered. Free. Make the winning move at Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers in Bozeman. See us for details.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Keaton Gillogly back with you as the Bobcats fall today 63-54. They played hard, played tough, but didn't have enough firepower as they go just 5 of 25 from the three-point line. That was only 5 Wendy's 3 balls, and that was a big reason why they struggled tonight. Pat McMahon had 16 points. Jeremiah Davis had 16, and Jed Miller had 12 today. Other than that, Christian King, a quiet night, 5 points on 2 of 9 shooting. Did have 6 rebounds in this ball game, but Montana State just didn't have enough. They had a lot of those 50-50 balls, those long offensive rebounds that kind of can go either way, and a bunch of those ended up going toward Portland State. And Jed Miller had a bit of an off shooting night today as well, 2 of 10 from downtown. All right, we got more to come. We're gonna keep it here. We got Coach Logie joining us here as Montana State falls today 63-54, but they will be back in the friendly confines again on Thursday. All right, Bobcats back to work again on Thursday and Saturday as Coach Logie joins us now. And Coach, this was a good game, another physical game, another great atmosphere today. But, man, it did kind of feel like you kind of shortened that rotation today and got some good shots, but felt like some of those just kind of didn't fall. And it felt like one of the games where just a couple breaks didn't really go your way on some of those long rebounds, too.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I thought our kids played really, really hard, gave great effort. Our defense was really, really strong for much of the game. I mean, honestly, the part of the difference in the game was the 3 shot clock threes that they chucked in.
Yeah.
We lose by 9. We have an off shooting night, and you got to give credit to Portland State for some of that for sure. They're an active team. This is a tough place to win, and honestly, we had a bad 3 minutes. Going to the 7:30 media timeout. It's a 1 or 2 possession game or tie. I don't even know, but it was a very close game.
Right.
I think it was close to tied, and then we have a couple turnovers, miss a couple shots, and they get runouts. They're elite at converting turnovers into points, and so we just didn't break our way. But our kids' effort was great. So we'll figure out how to have a better offensive plan next time we see these guys.
You mentioned those turnovers. Did feel like this a bit of a story this weekend with the turnovers leading into some of those fast break points for both Sac State and Portland State. How do you clean some of that up and move forward with that? Because really, you've been a great ball handling team all year.
Yeah, I mean our turnover volume was 13 turnovers. We're usually around 10. It wasn't we had so many. It's just they all get converted into points against these guys because they're so fast downhill. So we've got to be stronger with the basketball. We missed some opportunities and rotations that, try to squeeze it through a tight window there to Chris Hodges at the end where you probably need to spray it out to the three-point line. So there's definitely things that we can learn and show on film and teach from. But, again, these guys are battling like crazy and, proud of their effort.
No doubt. Well, back on the horse on Thursday, back at home. Coach, appreciate the time and the insight today.
Thanks.
All right, we are taking a break. Bobcats fall today 63-54 against the Portland State Vikings. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today